Back again, ladies and gentlemen. Stand by. Let me share a link with my friend. He says YouTube's not giving him a link to view my channel. There we are. Share. There you are. I think that's you. I just got through sharing a link in Discord to you, just in case you couldn't get in. No. Crazy. I lowered it down to like 720 high on the resolution, just in case. But I was on 1080p for at least 5 or 6 minutes. Must have been a YouTube thing. Alright. I was saying earlier that I was playing this game all week, or at least a few days out of the week. That's weird. That is so weird. Well, anyway. And I accidentally killed. That's strange, dude. I'm glad you got in though. I don't know what was up with that. But I accidentally killed a character that I didn't want to kill. My first playthrough, I wanted to go through and not kill anybody. But, like, people that were, like, criminals and didn't give a crap about anybody or life or whatever. I'm gonna put my phone to sleep since I got you in here. So, this playthrough that I'm starting for broadcasting audiences, for viewers, I'm going to try to go through and not kill anybody. And one of the objectives in this game, there's moral choices. There's like 4 different endings. You can choose. Once you get up enough, you have to try to really get to know the people. There's like, during the dialogue chat, there's different hints that you can select, but first you have to like learn something about them and then ask them about it. And the more you learn about a certain a character that you talk to, the more experience you build. And then once this bar is maxed out, I'll show you here in a little while, you get the most experience out of them if you decide to embrace them and then drink their blood and kill them. And then you hear their last thought as they die in your head. But you get like so much XP, which allows you to upgrade in your powers and your health and stuff. But you also get experience when fighting these enemies in the city, and also doing little quest objectives and other things in the story, but you don't get as much as you would by draining someone dry in the story. So here we go. I'll try to explain more as between dialogue stuff. Jack is feeling very in a good mood. Oh, she gave him a treat.
12 dreams for the Red Queen under crown of stone. 8 voracious beasts born from 8 restless nights. 4 nails piercing the flesh of the sinner. 1 prayer for the summoned, called by this song. 'Tis perhaps the countdown to oblivion for the once proud city of London. 'Tis perchance her inhabitants' last dance alone to face death and pestilence. Confronted by the eerie and unknown, mortals became desperate for answers. A flock's flight makes for an omen, the falling of a star a dire presage. Turning to priests for interpretation when there was no reason to be found. When religion failed, men turned to science. I saw them build such vain cities, crafting machines made for endless war. New questions flourished as old answers withered. What is darkness but lurking sun? What is wall but enslaved stone? What is glass but tortured sand? What is song but a call to arms? What is hate but jilted love? What is life but death pending?
Death. Since the apple was plucked from the sacred tree, mortality was believed to be God's punishment. A righteous snare to keep mankind from ascending to the stars. They were all so wrong. Death is not a wicked thing, nor some holy retribution. A true punishment would be to never know its sweet kiss. Awaken from the harshness and be born once more.
Crazy, huh?
Thirsty. So thirsty.
My sweet brother. What have you done?
Mary! Oh, no! Mary!
Please, hold on. Oh, God. Mary. Mary. No. No. This horror. It's a nightmare. No! Please, a moment, let me explain!
They just jumped to conclusion and assumed he killed her, even though he did.
These
It's
patrols are after me. No! No! Don't shoot! This is a nightmare. I need to get out of here.
How's the brightness on your end? Is it really, 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 really dark? Because I can brighten it up if necessary. I mean, because I lowered it down to where it looks cool to me, but I can raise it up if it looks way too dark on the on your screen. Because YouTube tends to do that. Like, gamers will like lower the brightness for their viewing pleasure, to where you can barely see the symbol on the far left end or whatever. But when you watch it later on YouTube, it's way too dark. But it's cool. It's very dark. Okay, I'll lower it up just a point or two. I'll go to there. That should be a little better.
Over there! There's one of them. No, please, stop! I mean you no harm.
I have like no stamina.
What's going on? Oh, Mary. What have I done? What's all this about?
Shit, where'd it go?
Now, I can defend myself.
Kill the shit, where'd it go? Where'd it go?
Don't let it out of your sight!
Who are you? Stay back! Sorry, but you left me no choice.
I think this game is very cool. It's not very fast-paced. It's kind of slow at first, and it kind of builds up a little bit.
Who are you? Stupid beast!
I was level 18 on I'm level 18 on my other story, and I'm like into Act 2, I think, or Act 3. And you have to get to know all the people and figure out what's going on, and you'll see. It's pretty cool.
Down! Finish it!
Ah,
Sorry.
I wish I would remember to look at the docks. I think this is where I was at when I woke up. I think.
Please, stop!
Look at it!
Who are you?
There's one of them.
What do you want?
The only flaw I have with this game so far is that every now and then it freezes and you can't do a damn thing and you just sit there and wait for it to unfreeze. At first I thought I was gonna have to like reset my console, but it actually it unfreezes. It's like if the hard drive is like trying to catch up with the data in the game or something. I don't know. If they get that bug fixed, then I'll be happy.
I mean you no harm. I need help.
Die, you fucking leech!
Please, listen to me. I can't make any sense of this.
Shut up, beast!
Who are you? What is this all about? What in God's
That'll do the rest of the job.
Just leave me.
I love vampire stuff, vampire movies and stuff. Let me pause it for a moment. I need a break. Every week, it's probably not very healthy. Well, it's healthy, but not healthy. I like to treat myself to a special dark Hershey's chocolate bar. Because the dark chocolate is actually good for you. It's good for your heart. The dark chocolate is good for your heart. And if you get like this super dark chocolate at like pharmacies and stuff that's like on an end cap somewhere, that has like the 75 to 85% cocoa in it. That stuff, from what I've been told by my doctor, is good for inflammation. It's probably not very potent against inflammation, but she told me, you know, you break it off into the little cubes, little squares, and eat one a day, and it'll help if you have something inflamed. It helps a little bit, but it's probably not as strong as a prescribed medicine. I was talking about that in my last video, or my last broadcast before I stopped it and restarted it. But
The sun. It feels like it's burning me to the bone.
let's see. Wrong button. Wrong button. This is kind of the citizen menu. There's different districts. I think this is the docks, this is the hospital. Yeah. This is Whitechapel or something. And this is another one I hadn't quite got to yet on my other story. Later on, see, the character you play is Jonathan Reed. He's a doctor, a very well doctor in this story. And you can make and prescribe and give medicine to these people and help them. Because if you decide you wanted to kill them, they need to be healthy. Otherwise, you're not going to get as much experience from draining them dry, from embracing them. But killing these people has an impact on the story. So you have to make moral choices. Who you want to kill and not. Like this guy, his last name is Cox. He's a real asshole. He's a criminal. He's killed people. He doesn't feel sorry about it. His wife is pretty much on the same boat. They're both like Bonnie and Clyde kind of people. They just don't give one iota about anything, you know. And I saved his life in the beginning of the game, which you'll see here in a little bit. But later on, once I found out as much information on him as I could, I decided to kill him because he's a lowlife. You know, that's what I was just on my first playthrough. I was just gonna go through, and if there was an asshole like him, I was gonna feed off of them and kill them, and so I could upgrade myself for the game. But like really nice people in the story that are actually trying to make something in their lives and do the right thing, I wasn't gonna kill them on that story. Yeah. And this mesmerize level, each person throughout each district has a different level of mesmerize. How high of mesmerize level you have to be to take control of them and like lead them to a dark alley or somewhere where you can bite them and drink all their blood. He's like a level 1. He's probably not available. He's probably like a 7 or something, but he's like the main character, one of the main lead characters in the hospital in this district, and he kind of becomes a friend to Jonathan Reed. And she's like a level 2. This lady right here, you can't really see her name. Her name is Hawcroft or something. She's kind of a nutty person. She's suffering from some kind of mental disorder, and she thinks that she's a vampire, but she's not. And I end up killing her in my story because I don't know if I would have been able to cure her mental illness or not, because it wasn't popping up on the game. It was just like she suffered from fatigue one time, and I cured that. Then she suffered from a cold. You know, either pneumonia, syphilis, or something like that. And you'll see. But yeah, and then if all of them get too sick, this meter right here, the health status goes down to like serious, critical, and if it gets down to hostile, people start going missing. Crazy monsters, or I haven't seen it yet, but from what I've read on my game, if it gets down this low, the freaks come out and start running amok through the city, and people on the citizen menu start going missing. And I'm trying to keep everybody healthy. But I haven't been able to get to satisfied. Excuse me. There's a couple people in my first playthrough that were suffering from like some stuff in their head that I didn't even have a recipe for to create a vaccine for. Not yet, anyway. And you gotta search trash cans and stuff. But anyway, you'll see.
I need to find somewhere to hide. Let me go!
Ooh.
I need to find shelter.
I wasn't feeling this kind of sinus situation.
Is anybody there? What is this place? The place seems abandoned. I should be safe enough here.
Brother, what have you done?
Mary! Mary! Mary, I'm sorry. Whoever did this to us, I will find them.
I should change my YouTube handle to something that'd be funny on my... where I'm always constantly clearing my throat or something. I can't wait till I'm like in my 50s, because then, it's sad to say, my pets will be gone because I'm allergic to cats, and a cat lives with us. I didn't know I was allergic to cats till like maybe a year or two after we had gotten a cat.
Wait. This one's dressed up fancy. Let's run through his pockets.
Picking the dead's pockets? Are you serious?
I've still a rent to pay. He's got no more responsibilities. What's this? Go watch.
Beautiful it is. We fancy it and share the takings. I suppose we are undertakers. Now, give him an Eve. That's impossible.
Who goes there? Who's there? Are you referring to me?
No! No! I still have so much to accomplish. I still have so much left that needs doing.
Excuse me. Apologize for my coughing.
Johnny, this one's lost. We need to leave. And now! No. There's time. I can save him.
That's the enemy coming! The orders are to evacuate the hospital!
Done. He'll live. And now what? We fight. Killing is a hell of a lot easier than healing. No, it never got easy.
Bloody diary. October 15th. Bad sleep. Becky coughed all night, and the fever made her delirious. I heard a loud noise in the morning. It's a big machine some had brought by the banks to dig a big hole in the ground. With some sort of mechanical shovel. Maybe I should go there and ask for some work. Becky needs medicine. October 16th. I talked to the men with a mechanical shovel. They told me they are digging a mass graves all around London. Safety measures, apparently. Is there a new epidemic in the flu coming back? They had no work for me. Becky slept a little last night. The foundry has been closed, and there are no more jobs nearby. October 19th. I went to London to find some groceries, drugs, no trains. It took me the whole day to cross the Thames and come back. Becky seemed better. I made a soup she ate. I found no drugs, only a few syringes and some sleeping pills on the black market. We have no money left. May I could go to Pembroke Hospital tomorrow, but it's so far, and I fear leaving my wife for so long. October 19th. Becky threw up the meal a few hours after she ate. She is so frail now, it makes me cry. She says she hears voices outside at night. She says she wants to eat meat. Where would I find meat? Tomorrow. I'll barricade the house to protect us from the looters. October 21st. The men with the mechanical shovel have stopped digging the mass grave. I heard shouts last night as they were attacked. Now there are only a few boats throwing bodies day and night into the giant hole. The smell is terrible. We should have left this house a week ago, but Becky, she refuses to leave. She'd rather die, she said, with a nasty smile. Why is she tormenting me so? October 22nd. Becky just attacked me. She jumped on me from the stairs. She tried to bite me. I had to smack her. But she smacked me back. I went upstairs and locked myself in the bedroom and cried. Now I can hear her crying and mumbling downstairs. I retrieved the gun I had hid in the ceiling since the war to protect the house. Now, I'm ready to use it to protect myself from my own wife. October 23rd. I could not sleep at all. Becky spent the whole night scratching at the door, asking for my help, begging me to let her in. But I was too afraid. What the hell? Why did they do that? I think you did it to me last time when I was reading. I guess because I was idle too long. Alright, back to the story here. Excuse me. But I was too afraid to open it. I'm just waiting for her to die now. It would not be long. I pray God it will end soon. October 24th. I was so hungry. I tried to go downstairs this morning. Becky was sitting in the armchair by the chimney. She was panting like a dog, looking at me without moving, just following me from around the room with her eyes. I pointed the gun at her sore face, but she did not react. I could not pull the trigger. I went back to my room. October 25th. The house is silent like a tomb. No more noises. Becky is dead now. Forgive me, my love. I was unable to save you. I'll be with you soon. Enough. It's kind of a sad story. It said she got sick, and then she started getting all crazy and tried to attack her husband. And then he ended up shooting himself with the gun, as you could probably tell. The gun was in his right hand, if you didn't see that part. So now I have to lay on the bed here.
This makes no sense. None of it. No sense at all. It's a nightmare. That's it. So be it. Rational thinking only.
I don't know if you saw that or not, Majali. Man. What's up, Jackie boy? Go lay down somewhere. It's like, what the fuck?
This is absolute madness. I've lost touch with the real.
Madness it is, as mad as the moon, who takes blinding sunlight into a glowing reflection.
Evolution. Hideout beds allow you to evolve and rest. Spend experience points to level up and improve your vampiric skills. And the first one you're able to do is called auto... I'm probably going to pronounce this wrong. Autophagy? Faggy? I can't pronounce that. Autophagy. No, it's not faggy. That sounds silly. Autophagy. I'll have to look that up later. And you got a skill tree here. Once you get past here, this you trade more blood to heal yourself instantly and gain an additional boost to your health regeneration. This one, if you choose to go this way, you trade instant health gain for greater regeneration. Yeah, regeneration. Greater regeneration. A shadow explosion increased range and damage. The shadows will pool in a single place. All targets within this area are struck constantly by slithers of darkness, causing them to bleed. The vampire will directly absorb the blood from the wounds. Going down to get yeah. Did you close the...
Yeah.
Okay. Be careful.
Oh, well, I'll be back. I may drive.
Okay. I may go crazy.
Yeah, I know you may go crazy.
What?
Cray, cray.
I'm gonna try this shadow mist here, because the other my other playthrough I got the claws, which allows you to do like one swipe with like this claw attack. I have to turn the fan up. I'm a little hot. Come over here, Jack. You can't see out that window. There's a couch in front of it. Mom will be back in a little bit, okay? She went to go get some stuff. Jack goes crazy whenever we leave the house. If he's out and one of us is home and one of us goes somewhere real quick, he knows he can look out the windows, and we don't want him looking out the windows because he's messing up the blinds. He just goes nuts. I might get this shadow mist right here. That sounds kind of cool. But I won't get that till much later in the game. It's like 3,000 points of 3,000 points of XP just to get that one ability whenever it comes available. Now once you've chosen your abilities that you want, then you just hit confirm or hold down X for confirm.
Voice in my head. If I'm not mad, then it must belong to the one who made me what I am. I must find him to understand what I have become.
Alright. Level 3. Now I have to reach North Bank. Yeah, I think the hospital was right here. That's where I'll be going soon.
These people want me dead. I need to leave now.
Fire and sun. Leeches do not fear the sun of fire. They do not burst into flames or ashes when they are caught under a rays of daylight. But it hurts them good. Really good. I have personally chained a vampire to a tree to see what would happen when the sun rises. Its skin blackens in a few minutes as if it was burning from the inside. Its eyes and flesh melted, and I saw its unholy bones move and squeal as the beast tried to escape all day long. In the end, only a desiccated corpse remained, which started to slowly regenerate when the sun disappeared behind the horizon. I cut its head off to finally destroy it, and when I tried the same test with fire, the bloody leech never came back from the ashes. Fire is our weapon of choice, brothers. To burn the beast is the best way to kill it for good. From Know Your Enemies by Carl Eldritch. Pre-win leader. And there's a bit of a crafting thing in this game too. You can craft and make serums to help heal people, and you can also upgrade your weapons. And you have to find parts and pieces to upgrade. This is your inventory, samples and ingredients, weapons and modules, ammunition, serums and treatments. Junk, you can sell this, or you can recycle it to get more pieces to make more serums and stuff, or weapons. You can get like springs and screws off of watches and stuff. And this is quest items, of course. This is what I have active on my character. Once you get more abilities, you can hit change and swap out your active abilities and your guns and weapons. Of course, the map. And this is, if you wanted to re-watch some of the stuff that you watched earlier. Are you still AFK, Mujadi?
Here's the leech. Here! My head's spinning.
I would have been like, how the hell did I just do that?
Oi! Come out, you coward! Clever fucking beast.
Use a little stamina for a lot of things in this game, in combat. Dodging, using your offhand weapon. No problem, man. I don't know if you caught it, but Jonathan tried to kill himself with a gun earlier, laying on the bed, which didn't work. He got blood all over his shirt now. Woke up and got my first ability, which allows him to heal himself a small amount during combat. And he's like, what the hell is going on?
I'm still in Southwark. I must reach the West End.
Over there!
Go back home.
There's one of them vermin! Die, vermin!
Well, that was a waste.
The strength I never knew I had.
Not been bitten.
This shouldn't be possible. Every sinew, every fiber of my being is afire.
That's...
I feel like a child learning the limits of my body.
Dang it.
My strength, my reflexes. I'm not human anymore.
I don't know what the point of coming on this boat here for. There's nothing up here. Didn't mean to hit that button. No problem. Oh my, you can destroy barrels and stuff, but there's nothing never, ever inside the barrels. Not a damn thing. I have destroyed so many barrels in this game, it's like, what's the point? I guess just to make it reliable or more lifelike, I guess, in the game. Yeah, Jonathan was saying to himself, none of this makes any sense. So he tried to kill himself, and that didn't work. Didn't work. and read posters that are strung up on the walls. Your king and country need you. Join the British ranks and help the brave lads at the front. The brave lads. Your king and country need you. Blah 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 blah.
My poor sister. If only I had controlled my need for blood. Mary, someone will pay for what happened to you. For what happened to us.
It's awful. You can also eat rats.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
He's so disgusted with himself when he eats a rat. He says different things.
I have this thirst for blood.
I wish I could teleport like
Dizziness
this.
from the jump. I can now control it.
About to pour me some more coffee here in a moment. I can't go in these doors yet. I don't know when I'll be able to, but they're currently locked. Alright, I'm gonna pause it just for a moment. I'm gonna go refill my cup of coffee, put some cream in there. It won't be just a moment. Man, my last few weeks have been so busy. I haven't had much time to play video games. This is like the first actual full day where I've got to sit here at my house and relax and enjoy my day off and play video games and share them with my friends. Last Sunday, my father and I spent half the day putting up a new mailbox in my front yard, because the week before that, some douchebag in my neighborhood decided to run over it and didn't even bother coming to my door and say, "Hey man, sorry, I hit your mailbox." Not a damn thing. So I had to spend $102 on my Home Depot card, probably about $105, buying a new post, a new mailbox, some numbers to go on the side of the post that's for our address, and a bag of cement. Yeah. Actually, I say it was probably about 115. It was 102 the first time we went to Home Depot to get the post, mailbox, and one side, some numbers from one side of the post for our address. And then last Sunday, my dad and I went back to Home Depot, got a bag of cement, which was $10 and some change, and I bought another set of numbers for the other side of the wooden post to nail in there for the address. So yeah, it's probably around $115, $116 to put on my Home Depot card that I really didn't want to spend. But then my wife and I, we went out to see the movie Upgrade, which was pretty good. The ending was crazy. It was very bold for the directors and producers who made that movie to go with that kind of ending. But yeah, it was alright. That movie Upgrade was alright. Not too bad. There was some comedy in it, action, some good fight scenes. Interesting story. Yeah, not too bad. Oh man. All right, back to the game. How have you been, Majadi? How's life been treating you? Mine's been crazy.
This is despicable. What will London have to say to me? I've so many questions unanswered.
I could run, but I don't like running. You know. Would you run down the stairs and then, or would you walk? I mean, in reality, if you were in his shoes, would you just constantly run like you're in a hurry?
Another corpse. Have the very streets of London become a mausoleum?
I agree. It's been pretty hot here too.
The man has been drained of all blood, but I can still smell the scent of it. I follow the scent's trail. Perhaps it will lead me to my assailant. Fresh blood. The smell is so strong. Where has everyone gone?
Yeah, it's been pretty hot here too. Muggy, sticky. Right now it's 72 outside, but yesterday it got up to like 93 degrees. Just found a new hideout. You can spend your XP while resting and craft items at the workbench. You can refill your ammo at this cache. It has like an unlimited supply of ammunition in there. This is the crafting bay. Be handling Jijin Blue Blunt Verge Jiftung. Yeah, sepsis, anemia, and fatigue. Yeah. Pneumonia, bronchitis, common cold, headaches, migraines, neuralgia, I guess that's how you pronounce that. You get different serums over here. need a common handle part and a lead plate to make this level 2. Yeah. Recycle. So now I got a spring, I just need to get a common trigger part. I need 3 of them. And I have 0. There's a chest over here. Oh! I only got 1 though, I need like 3. Yeah, I mean, for me, life isn't that bad. I mean, I've had some unfortunate things I've had to spend money on, like the mailbox. Wife and I will pretty much live paycheck to paycheck. She forgot to pay the light bill last month, so this week we had to pay the light bill for. She forgot to pay the light bill last month, so this time, and she didn't realize it until we got the new bill for this month, and it was like $340 something. It was just like, I was like, why is it so expensive, you know? And she finally figured out that she forgot to pay it last month. I'm like, oh, great. So there goes half my check because you forgot to pay the light bill. Wonderful. All right, I'm gonna get stamina because it's a necessity during combat. And I was hoping to go out to Home Depot this week and get a really nice rug that's like $100 to cover up this giant spot in our kitchen where we had the floor fixed. Hey, baby. Alright, now we go back out and continue following the blood trail. You got more stuff than the dishwashing stuff. Okay.
That's strange. The trail is very erratic, as if the killer was drunk or hesitant.
For looking away when they mock my collar. I hate myself. For crying like a girl when they insult me. I hate myself. For swearing like a boy when they're gone. I hate myself. For hating my parents. I hate myself. For smiling when customers call me sad Brina. I hate myself. For never finding the courage to tell Tom how I truly feel. I hate myself. Sabrina Cavendish. So the more you unlock these hints about the person, this blood quality experience will fill up. And if they get sick, it'll be yellow, blocking the XP. So, if the player wanted to kill this person and get the full potential of blood quality of experience, you need to try to fill it all the way up and heal them so you get the max experience off of that person. If you want to kill them, you have to make that moral choice. And if you make a mistake, like I did in my first playthrough, which I haven't finished it, I killed someone that I didn't want to kill, but there was like 2 options in the dialogue, and I chose the wrong one by accident, and it was too late. And I can't go through and like redo it because they won't let you. There's no you can't go through and load up save files from previous saves in this game. So there's return to menu, credits, gameplay, and I mean you can load your save, but the game saves frequently, I believe.
At last, a little life.
Welcome, sir, to the Turquoise Turtle.
I hope I live long enough to see them Red Hood boys get what's coming to them.
My God, sir, you look like Jonah's whale just spat you out of hell. Can I get you a drink?
No, thank you. I'm not thirsty.
Well, grab a chair and get some rest. This is going to be another long night.
Why is it going to be a long night?
You must be new around here. Don't you know about the murders?
Tell me more about these murders.
Every morning for the last few weeks, bodies have been found. And those poor sods didn't die of flu.
Do the police have any leads on a suspect?
Even before the outbreak, coppers never came round here. We're on our own. People die in these parts all the time, and no one cares.
Where am I? Where is this place?
You're at my bar, sir, the Turquoise Turtle. The last ray of light in this dangerous part of town.
Aren't you scared?
Scared of what? All the bad shit happens out on the foggy streets. And I never go outside.
So you're open all night?
Yep. Figured people might need a place to rest in these dark times.
I'm looking for someone who might have passed through here recently. Wondered if you might help.
It's been quiet tonight. The only other person I've seen went straight up to his room. Thought it was kind of rude, actually.
You mean he's still here?
Well, yeah. He paid for the entire week.
Who is this man? What does he look like?
Well, like a gentleman, I guess. Well-dressed, quite polite. A professor or something fancy like that. Always writing, reading notes.
How long has he been here?
He rented the room a few days ago and didn't say when he'd leave.
I need to meet this man. I have questions.
Just climb the stairs and knock on the first door. I heard him open his window, so I guess he's still awake. And,
Yes?
no funny business, you hear me? This is a respectable establishment.
No funny business.
Good evening, sir. I wondered if I could ask for your help.
Wow, you look like you need a drink.
Yes. I apologize for my outfit. It's been a long night.
Been there, seen that. Don't worry, things can only get worse.
Has anybody entered the bar recently?
Can't say. Sorry. I spent the night making love to that gorgeous bottle, see?
This is important, sir. Are you sure no one has come in here in the last few hours?
I don't know and I don't care. This is a free country. People still have the right to come and go, don't they?
What's going on around here? It's like everybody is hiding.
You must be new here. Have you not heard about the murders? Everybody fears the return of the sewer dog.
Who is this sewer dog?
It's the local bogeyman. Convenient answer for every crime that happened for decades. You murdered someone, blame the sewer dog, eh?
You make it sound like it's a fairy tale.
People will always believe in monsters. It's easier than accepting their own darkness. We can all be monsters.
I'll leave you to your bottle then.
Hello, sir. Are you all right? Is there any way I can help you?
I don't know. Maybe you could just talk to me.
Maybe you prefer to speak with Tom then. He's more agreeable talking to strangers.
What is this place?
This is Tom's bar, a turquoise turtle. I'm the barmaid here, Sabrina, if you want to know.
Are you always open this late at night?
No, it's only since the epidemic started. Tom thought that people may need a safe place to stay.
You don't seem to have much business. Where is everybody?
Well, most people are sleeping right now. And those that are awake tend to avoid going out. What with the murders and all.
What's going on around here? Where is everyone?
Too many dead, sir. First the epidemic, and now all these terrible murders.
The murders? What can you say about them?
Bodies found in the streets every morning. Drained of blood. It's just horrible. Some say the sewer dog is back.
The sewer dog? What's that?
No one knows. People have always disappeared around these parts. The ancients say it's the sewer dog coming out to feed. But now he's killing in the streets.
What have you heard about the epidemic?
There's a Spanish flu. Yeah. Killed so many last summer. Thought we'd seen the last of it. Dozens dying every week.
Are the authorities doing anything?
Nothing. There are so many quarantine zones in London now. It's gotten really hard to travel across town.
I just want to talk. I didn't mean to scare you.
I'm not afraid, sir. It's just I've other customers to take care of.
I only see one customer.
Oh. Well, yeah, of course. I mean, I best check on them.
I'll leave then. Thank you.
She doesn't want to talk to me.
Giving me a laugh.
Jack. He didn't deserve this.
This is no place for you. Prewen has several patrols roaming the area.
They do not pursue me.
But they're looking for vampires, and they're most efficient.
They'll not relent until the killer has been identified.
I have a common objective, but I require...
I think someone is eavesdropping.
Are you certain? You might as well come in, whoever you are.
Slowly, vampire. Who are you? I mean you no harm. Say it, the vampire. Present yourself.
I need a word. With anyone.
Well, that's something I can do for you.
It's quite powerful.
And who might you be?
Ronald McDonald.
I'm not sure that I know anymore.
Might I at least learn the reason of your presence?
That's none of your concern.
Sir, you have entered my room in the middle of the night, pale as a corpse and shaking like a tree. So please, indulge me.
Someone is molesting people. In fact, killing them. Biting them.
The calling card of a vampire. Like you.
You seem the expert. How would that be?
I have my secrets, as you have yours.
Then if you are not a vampire, who or what are you?
Dr. Edgar Swansea of the Brotherhood of St. Paul. I am performing an independent investigation here in an attempt to understand precisely what is going on.
What exactly is this Brotherhood?
Sir, if the name is not familiar to you, then we shall discuss it another time.
I heard another voice, that of a woman. Who were you talking to?
Ridiculous. I've no idea what you're talking about.
Liar.
Something tells me not to trust you.
Then the feeling is mutual.
What have you uncovered concerning the murders?
It started a few nights ago. Rumors of violent murders. The docks have always been, shall we say, somewhat unsavory. But this is different.
How different?
A vampire is at work here. Famished. Reckless. It must be brought to ground, and quickly.
Then help me find the culprit.
I may. If you'll first tell me why you opened this door.
I followed a trail. The scent of blood from a recent victim. It led me here.
You thought I was your aggressor. That explains a great deal. We're both chasing the same shadow.
Perhaps. This is all new to me. I'm not even certain what I'm looking for.
You should let me handle this affair. You've no idea what you're up against.
No. I will find the monster. He is mine.
How will you do any better than I? But then let me ask you this. What are your intentions if you find the killer?
Can you hear it? I haven't even brought the remotes in here.
I'll end him.
Then I can only wish you good hunting. And pray we shall meet again.
Your religion. I wonder if they still call it shillings in London for their cash. Or if that's just what it was called back in 1918.
Damn it. I think drink no longer stirs me.
Poor Jack. He didn't deserve this.
Not long ago, this sort of mess would have given me a laugh.
If Swansea is not my attacker, it means somebody else came here tonight. Someone must know something.
I think I'm losing my mind. I should just run as far away from this place as I can. Evening, sir. Can I help you?
I have a few questions for you.
Well, if you must.
I spoke to Dr. Swansea. He's not the man I'm looking for. Now, I want the truth.
The truth? What do you mean?
I suspect that someone else was here tonight. And I don't think Tom wants to tell me about it.
I'm just the barmaid here, okay? If Tom says you're the only visitor we had, then you're the only visitor we had.
I can feel your fear, madam. Please, tell me what's going on.
It's William Bishop. He came in here earlier tonight and he... Well, I thought he was going to clock someone.
He's gonna give somebody a clock. Huh. I don't know, that's nice or what? Here, take this clock. No, I'm just kidding. I know what it means.
Why are you so afraid?
I mean, his skin. His hands. I scrubbed every glass and every chair that he touched. God, I hope it's not contagious.
What happened tonight?
He was dead drunk, as usual. But my God, his eyes. His face. He must have caught something awful. He shouted and cried. It was terrible.
Tell me about this William Bishop.
Will was a sailor who worked at the cannon factory before he lost that job. A nice bloke, really. He's never been violent. Until tonight.
Why keep it a secret? Why not tell me about it?
Tom's nothing if not loyal. After Will lost his job, he offered him one ear. They used to be good mates. But recently, well... Will started to get very aggressive.
I see. Thank you for your candor. I'll be sure to talk to Tom.
throw some trash away. Take me but a moment. Someone got some bugles.
Damn it. I think drink no longer stirs.
I should just run as far away from this place as I can.
It's gonna be Baroque week this week for us. Dining on ramen noodles and stuff.
Welcome back. Did you find what you were after?
I can't say I have. Are you sure no one else came into your bar before I arrived?
Hey, I told you, you were the only other stranger I've had.
Tom, talk to me about the visit from your old friend, William.
Yes, Will came by tonight, but he's not my friend anymore.
Oh. When is Father's Day? Next weekend? Next Sunday? I can never remember Father's Day. I guess because I'm not a father. I guess if I was a dad.
William? Just an old sailor who loves his gin too much.
I'd probably remember.
He worked for years at the canning factory before it closed.
Is he dangerous?
Yeah. Like many drunks, he's all bark and no bite. He can barely stand up most of the time.
How was he tonight? Was he different?
Sicker than usual, perhaps. He whined and mumbled about how mean people were to him and how he'd like to talk to me outside, and then he left when I refused.
Why lie to me if he is not your friend?
I didn't lie. I said you were my only unannounced customer, and that's the truth.
I need to find him. It's a matter of urgency. Do you know where he is?
You could try his boat. It's up by the North Pier. He sleeps there when he's too drunk to get home.
Please describe him to me.
What do you expect? He's a tall, sick bastard with a bad rash and torn old clothes. William used to be strong. Now he's a mess.
Thank you, Tom.
If you see him, tell him I don't want him back here unless he cleans up his act, okay?
Alright. Try to lower the camera some here. I guess it won't let me.
Damn it. I think drink no longer stirs me.
I was trying to make the camera go down some more, but now I just made it worse.
I hope I live long enough to see them Red boys get what's coming to them.
There's gotta be something can be done to get out of this bullshit mess.
That's better.
No? Not long ago, this sort of mess would have given me a laugh.
Well, I would do some broadcasting on my Xbox One, but right now my parents have it because was it last week before last? My wife and I had to get her car fixed, and that was $1,050 something, and most of it went to the Firestone card that we have. My dad helped by helping out with 137 of it. So my parents $137 for helping getting my wife's car fixed. So they're holding my Xbox for ransom right now until I give them the money.
Hello, sir. May I disturb you again?
And you're still ugly as sin.
I'll leave you to your bottle then.
I don't know, that's a... Yeah.
I think I'm losing my mind.
I'm ugly as sin.
I should just run as far away from
Track the killer. Let's see. I mean, my dad knows.
Get to the bottom of this intrigue. What's been done to me, to this city?
My dad knows I'll pay him back, but I guess it was my mom's idea to hold my Xbox One for ransom. I don't play it much. I have like 1 or 2 games for it. I mostly play my PS4. So the joke's on them. Ha! Ha ha ha! It's just been like one thing after another. Oh, see, the game froze. It's gonna be a slight intermission here. Waiting for the game to unfreeze. If they'll just fix this issue, and I think PS4 is the only console having the issue where the game freezes every now and then. They made it originally for PC, and they where I guess it works 100 times better. And since Xbox One is technically Microsoft PC, that doesn't have any issues, but Sony's console is having some issues.
The body is still warm. This man has just been drained of blood. This man was armed. He tried to defend himself. This corpse has been dried of its blood, just like the previous victim. What's this? Some sort of note.
October 30th, from G. McCullen to Dock Patrols. Object, multiple deaths in the docks region. We believe a nasty leech is involved. Locate the beast, purge it, and quickly. Warning, according to the recent reports, this vampire is very violent. Approach with extreme caution. I know we lack men in this part of town, but I don't send rookies to investigate the case. If I'm correct, we've got a frenzied one killing each night. As always, search abandoned places first, old houses, basements, sewers, or warehouses. Destroy leech. Destroy the leech, brothers.
These men, they're a company of professional vampire hunters. Blood and empty gin bottles. This bishop fellow is something of a heavy drinker. There are blood splats on the other side of the canal. I must reach that barge.
Did you ever see that movie Jumper with the actor who played Anakin Skywalker in the older Star Wars movies? The teenage version of Anakin? I can't think of his name. He's not really acting anymore because, you know, personally, I think my wife and we enjoyed that movie, Jumper. It didn't do too well in the box office, and that's why I didn't get a sequel made, but I thought that movie was really good. I would love to have a power like that and just be able to, and maybe help people. It would be really cool. But I thought it was pretty good. It was based off a novel that came out, but I mean, hell, it had Samuel L. Jackson in it. It was supposed to. They were wanting it to do really good, so they could make sequels, but. I like it when that power works. Cat bullets.
Ammunition crate. Good. I may need a lot of bullets. I feel like I'm back on the front line again.
I hope Hollywood makes another vampire movie, and I hope it's like really good, and not no Twilight shit.
But I've only been part of the guard 3 weeks to the day. All the more reason to shut it.
Twilight was mostly made for all the girly girls. Some vampire love story. Really? Cool. I'll have to look that up on IMDb later. But I don't know if the same actor is going to play the main character, though. There's a channel called Looper, I think, on YouTube, and they were talking about that actor, why he's not in Hollywood anymore, and yada yada yada. His acting wasn't so great in the Star Wars movies. I mean, I thought he did okay, but I guess it could have been better in some people's eyes. Yeah, Hayden Christensen and Samuel Jackson. Really? That's interesting. I will definitely go see that. I have the first movie on DVD. Some enemies are more resistant to certain types of damage. There are 4 types of resistance: physical, melee, ranged, blood, and shadow. Orange indicates a medium resistance, red indicates a high resistance. So he's extremely resistant to ranged attacks, which I don't have any ranged attacks, and medium resistance to damage, to melee.
This is no place for you, sir.
Great.
I'm cold. Nothing here. Let's get back to a warm fire.
Shut that foolish mouth of yours. You ever known McCullum to be wrong about anything?
Right. No time I can remember. But I've only been part of the guard 3 weeks to the day.
All the more reason to shut it, Mr. Billy. If the man says a bloodsucker's dug in here, you've got one job, and that's to find it. And find it fast.
Fair enough, Tom. But why do they hide when it's so damn cold?
See if I can sneak up on this guy. I like that. I like it. I like it a lot. I think this game is pretty well done. I think the lighting, the graphics are pretty good, are pretty decent. I've been reading a lot of people's comments on the community page on Facebook for this game, and some people are complaining about it, and some people are like, "Oh, it's cool, I love it."
Are you deaf? Best turn around if I were you. That's this nest of them cleaned out.
Must have good hearing.
I said stay away, boys! Christ! He's dead! Get their weapons ready! We found one! Oh, Christ!
Oh, waits for the bullet. I know that some of our companions consider that the best advantage we have in our fight against leeches is that they can't go out during the day. Thus, we can hunt them down when they hide, powerless in their sleep. This is a rookie mistake. First, because vampires are clever, and they have countless ruses and tricks to avoid being spotted in their den. Second, because they deploy many deadly traps to kill any intruders in what they consider their own most precious sanctuary. It would cost us too much men and too much time to explore and eradicate vampires in their hideouts. The best tactics is to follow and destroy them when they really are vulnerable when they hunt at night. It is much easier to attack them then, for they can easily be spotted. That's why the Guard of Prywin must evolve and deploy new tactics to hunt leeches, small and mobile patrols, tactics based on technological advantages, modern communication. We can learn many things from the war in France: new strategy, new equipment, new weaponry, grenades, white phosphorus, ultraviolet light, bulletproof vest, flamethrower. It is time for the Guard to embrace the 20th century. From a new war of Jeffrey McCullen, Prywin leader. I didn't find that piece of parchment in my other playthrough. When I was first playing, I was trying to avoid most combat because I wasn't quite, didn't have all the controls of combat down. Let's see, I'm going the wrong way. New hideout. It's a dead body. Guess I'll increase my health. Oh man. He said, seems the Jumper sequel trailer was a joke, but there is a YouTube series based on Jumper right now. First episode was this something. Is it on RedTube? Because I'm sure RedTube has all the TV series. You can't really watch TV series on normal YouTube. And I don't feel like paying a monthly premium subscription for other stuff. Be nice if it was a Netflix series. Yeah, RedTube. I thought so. That's disappointing. I was all excited. I was like, sweet! Man. Oh, it's called Impulse, huh? I might check it out one day. Right now, I don't really have the money to get another monthly subscription on something. Oh, I've upgraded my machete. I like their screams when they burn alive.
Fresh blood. The whole building reeks of it. The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy.
I needed to We've done it before. No.
Now it's froze again. Equip a two-handed weapon and press triangle to use its special ability. The Sith, for instant, can be used to parry an incoming attack, inflicting heavy damage, stun damage if timed correctly.
I had a drink outside tonight already.
Let's try that. I never used it before. Wait, what does it say? Equipping with a two-handed weapon will unequip. Okay.
Did not quench my thirst. I must have more. Oh, dear God.
This place reeks of bloodshed.
My dearest friend, you're my last and dearest friend.
This creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
I kind of like that. First, I help this guy.
Please, stop. William was an honorable man. I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
We knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They stray without me.
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by Skal?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
Stabbed to the heart, he was too late. You give vampires a bad name.
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders. Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help. Just give me a moment to secure my boat. We can leave this awful place.
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed his drink.
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
Yes, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me.
That's what I think about it.
This poor creature can't be my maker. Could it be some subspecies of vampire? I must find a place to analyze the blood. Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What... Who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy.
Her privacy.
Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it! I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again, from a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this... affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed, and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Well, it's almost 2 hours of recording.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy.
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
I've accepted Dr. Swansea's help. I will work at the Pembroke Hospital. I have no choice. The man knows about my condition, about what I've become. A vampire. I can't believe this. I don't know anything about this secluded medical facility. Everybody here will take me for what I'm not anymore. Jonathan E. Reed, the famous surgeon. I must lie to them all. To the patients, to the staff. This is my new home, where I will hide from all who are after me, where I will hide from everyone until I get a better understanding of what's going on. About 6 minutes, I'm going to stop recording. Take a 10-minute break, and I will start up again.
It's my turn.
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains the seed of life. Drink at this river, try it all.
Boss, you give me a good folk. Oh, come on, you bastard. I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse.
I've a mind to let you bleed out. Good luck then, sir.
All right, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
In blood quality, the blood quality indicates how much XP you will obtain from a particular citizen. The higher the blood quality, the more XP you get. So right now, I would only get like 500 points of XP if I buy him now and kill him. Or I can save his life and unlock these hints and have a potential of getting more XP out of him.
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
Requesting Clay will provide a massive XP boost, but be aware that there will be consequences. Learning more about citizens and collecting their hints will increase the experience gained.
No more. Not tonight. Not like this. I will not take another life.
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go. But no famished hunter can run for long.
Alright, let me get to the hospital.
Hurry up.
Patient woman.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I found a wounded man by the docks. He answers to the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds? That's the Pembroke spirit. I'll ask our porter, Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
I would like to ask a few questions first. What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in. How does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
If you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
Alright. Gonna get to my office. Take a 10-minute break.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
Then I'll come back and start getting to know the staff and doing stuff. Collecting supplies. Thomas Elwood, male, 28, Dr. Tippett's, status convulsions, date of admission, patient's face has been heavily burnt and disfigured from a bomb during the war. Even with the use of strongest sedatives, he affirms to regularly endure severe pain from the wounds, as if the flames are still burning under the skin. He says examinations of the cicatrized tissues show no trace of inflammation, infection, or swelling. Scars are clean. Could it be a case of persisting nerve damage? The patient never ceases to blame himself for his disfiguration. Could it be a case of guilt of the survivor? Phantom pain manifesting as a punishment for not dying with his comrades? I'm not sure if I felt that note before.
This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
Alright, let me rummage through the stuff here. Get some stuff. Analyze the blood I got from William Bishop. Regenerate 300 points of health instantly, then 150 health points over 15 seconds. I need sodium hypochlorite solution to make that. At least 2 of them.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
It is a rare opportunity and almost privilege to approach a vampire to observe their most intriguing physical and psychological traits with a scientific and rational eye. Here are some of the most fascinating abilities I've personally observed over the last 10 years while interviewing a few vampires, or I think it's called icons, as they prefer to call themselves. Supernatural speed. A vampire can act, move like a mortal in all his actions, but the trained eye will spot that they have the keenest senses and can react quicker than any mortal. On a few occasions, alarm, surprise, necessity to flee, I have seen a vampire move so quickly, it is almost as if he or she vanished just to reappear somewhere else. The human eye cannot follow their movements when they act so quickly. There's some kind of dialogue going on down below. But it is not a teleport or dematerialization. It is only a supernatural speed. For me, it is like a cat-like attribute, which allows them to run, dodge, or jump longer, faster than us. I also noticed that such speed seems to exhaust them, and that they are bound to physical limitations. Mesmerize. One of the most powerful abilities a vampire can deploy is the capacity to force a mortal to obey them. I call this trait mesmerism, but it has nothing to do with the mortal ability to alter a subject's mental state. A vampire can bend a mortal to their will, and they can even break a mind. A vampire I interviewed even told me the more a subject tries to resist, the more permanent the damage will be, as if the vampire could literally fracture their target's psyche. The same vampire explained to me that this ability required time to master, and that the result could vary widely from one subject to another. Implant a false memory, erase a painful one. The possibilities are endless and frightening. Blood awareness. This may be the most catastrophic ability of all concerning vampires, since it is the cause of so many tragedies for them and us. Vampires crave for blood. They must use their will to restrain themselves from frenziedly drinking every drop of blood that they can see. They need blood to function and to express their full supernatural traits. A famished vampire can be very weak. Even if he cannot die or hunger or thirst, this urge, this need for blood may explain why a vampire is so aroused by it. A vampire confessed to me that blood could sometimes blind him, since its smell and attractiveness can be so strong. When he or she focuses, a vampire can also see blood all around them, inside warm bodies, through walls, on a supposedly clean weapon, etc., etc. The same vampire even told me that he or she can see if a mortal has clean blood or is ill, and that in some cases can even sense diseases infected clothes, or even items in a room. If this is true, it could have so many medical applications it almost beggars belief. Someone's talking and I can hear their words. Alright. I'm gonna evolve. Let's see. Blood. I'll do this. Blood capacity. Bloodthirst. Increases your blood absorption when using bite in combat. Alright. The following night.
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
Alright. Give me about 10 minutes, Lan. It's currently 21 after, or 22 after the hour, and I will start it back up at 32 after. And then I'll play for another 2 hours.